All right, y'all. Welcome in to the Twin Wrestle Pod. I don't normally cover stuff like this, but since it is something surrounding independent pro wrestling, I thought it would be fitting to cover this. I don't really watch streaming as much, but the streamer Raja Jackson, the son of Quentin Rampage Jackson, former UFC light heavyweight champ. Um, Apparently, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before or sometime this past weekend, he got into the professional wrestling ring and brutally beat one of the wrestlers. Um, Fucking brutal. You can't show it for sure. I mean, I'm sure you'll find it. I saw it actually today when I woke up after getting off of work. I got home, took a nap, woke up, and this was on Twitter. So Raja proceeds to go in the ring and body slam this wrestler, picked him up, spine buster position, and slammed him straight down. You know what I'm saying? Straight down. And proceeded to throw, I think, 20 punches or something like that. The majority of them wasn't landing. Like, when he got to probably 15, 16, he thrown 20 punches, but he probably only landed probably about 8 or 10, maybe. But, this shit was fucking insane, bro. I don't even know how how did this shit even happen? Now, the punches, like my initial reaction to it when I saw it on Twitter, it's like somebody got to tell him like it's a work, not knowing the full context of what apparently happened to lead up to that point. So I saw a couple of videos earlier that led up to that point. So the wrestler in question is Syko Stu. He's in Knott's Pro Professional Wrestling. I think Rikishi runs the academy. Knott's Pro Academy. His real name is Stuart Smith. He's a retired Army veteran, and there's like a piece on him you can find about why he became a professional wrestler and what wrestling. He does that to get back into civilian life, help him cope because he had PTSD from being in the army. That just a little cliff notes of his background. A very well done piece by Knott's Pro Wrestling, so you get that background about Stuart Smith, aka Syko Stu. So earlier on in the day at this event, Syko Stu, being in worker mode, professional wrestler mode. Those who watch the channel know what worker is inside the terms. He went up to Raja and he hit him with a beer can, I believe. Smashed it against his face. It wasn't like nothing like crazy, like just did like a normal beer can smash, and you can tell he was already like a little. I can't say he was drunk completely, but he was a little hammered a little bit. And Stu thought it was a work because Roger was live streaming at the time. Everything that we are talking about now is live streamed. He was live streaming and whatever, and once he hit Roger with the beer can, Roger started to squirt up, but the wrestlers came in between both of them and broke it up and tried to tell Syko Stu that he's not a worker. Syko Stu didn't know that, obviously. And then once he came to the realization that he wasn't a worker, he tried to shake his hand, but Roger didn't accept the handshake at first until one of the wrestlers said that they had to implement his receipt into the spot of a match that was going to have with Syko Steve, whoever he's facing later on in the night. They were going to have to work a receipt into Roger getting his get back on Syko Steve or Syko Stu. And you got the video, what you got of him body slamming Syko Stu and hitting him over 20 times. My thoughts on the matter, man. None of this shit should not have occurred. Raja Jackson, he need to get some type of jail time for some shit like this. Granted, the wrestlers at fault too for hitting with the beer can, but Raja went over the top. It reminded me of My boy was just doing a hustle and flow video like last week or a week and a half ago, and it reminded me of that scene when Terrence Howard's character was beating up Ludacris in the bathroom stall. That's what this reminded me of. Like just the ferocity, like the ferocious nature of Roger just hitting him while he's unconscious. Like, bro, like he was out. Like Psycho Stu was out after that fucking power slam. Like he didn't need to hit him, bro. Like, and he proceeded to fucking hit this dude like 20 times, bro. Like I don't know all the details, but what I did see is just like, what the fuck? Like come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Raja Jackson did get a concussion, probably like maybe 3 or 4 days before this. It was on live stream as well. He got knocked out by some guy with a bicycle kick or whatever the case may be. So he shouldn't have been in this position at all. He shouldn't have been live streaming at all. None of that. He should have been at home resting, recovering. Because in the live stream, he was saying he was throwing up really bad. He had these really chronic headaches from the concussion, and he was still recovering from it. So he shouldn't have been out. No reason at all. He shouldn't have been out. He was there to support one of the wrestlers. I think the guy with the cowboy hat in the video. I think his name was like AJ or something. He was there to support him because AJ had invited him out to the event. But now in this whole aftermath, you potentially putting AJ in hot water with this whole situation because you were his guest. I'm pretty sure some of the wrestlers know that he's your friend, right? So you can jeopardize his positioning with his working friends, right? You jeopardize his position in the Knott's Pro Wrestling Academy scene or maybe independent scene. But man, just like this shit affected a lot of people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting national news right now, bro. Cause it's just fucking crazy. Like I would never think I'll see nothing like this, like this vulgar in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been through some tragedies and shit like that, like crazy shit in wrestling, but I would never think I'll see like one of these. I always hear like some like one of these like on a YouTube video or something like top 10 most craziest professional wrestling incidents or something like the independent wrestling incidents. I think of like the Gypsy Joe and New Jack situation. Like I've never seen that like play out live. Like this I'm seeing play out live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy, man. And now dude like Rogers he's in the landscape of his father, you know what I'm saying? I think Rampage put out a statement afterwards. There was just like Rampage was streaming and his son was streaming at the same time. Rampage was somewhere else and his son was at the wrestling event as this was going on, and they got his reaction live on stream to everything that was going down. Let me see if I can pull it up on Twitter. Okay, this is Rampage's tweet after the fact. This is after his reaction. He said, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son, Raja. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Syko Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. It might have been hours, because I think during that time it was daytime when the altercation with Stu and Raja happened. Raja was told that he can get his payback in the ring. I thought it was a part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raja's an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and he had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I am deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to the Kick for this situation. Kick, y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better, bro, when it comes to shit like this. Just y'all platform in general, bro. Like, y'all gotta do better, bro. The shit that clips I be seeing on there, like, bro, y'all crazy. Y'all gotta really set some terms and guidelines. Granted, they didn't know he was gonna do this, but they just put live streaming IRL like in a whole different landscape, bro. Like, dude was getting egged on by his chat while he was at the wrestling event. They were telling him to crash out, and he was saying, y'all gonna see a crash out happen when I get in the ring. I'm gonna hit him for real. Like, it's clips of this shit circulating, like, you know what I'm saying? Separate clips of him saying he gonna hit the dude Syko Stu, for real. He gonna hit him as hard as he can. Shit like that, man. And the chat egging him on. I think people get like a weird fetish of doing shit like that. People in the chat get weird, bro. Like egging dude on to do something like that, bro. Like, what's wrong with these people, bro? I don't get it, man. Now Raja, he's gonna face. I think the police is investigating this. I don't know the latest update. Let's see what the latest update is. I don't think there's no latest update. Yeah. Yeah, there's no update. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This is what Knots Pro had put out regarding the situation. What was supposed to be planned and agreed upon wrestling spot turned into a selfish, irresponsible act of violence against Smith. Knots Pro's Entertainment and Academy said in a statement, this egregious act is reprehensible and never should have occurred. In the 17 years of operation of Knots Pro Wrestling Academy, there have never been anything as heinous take place such as this, and we apologize to our patrons and fans. No one is going to consent. Okay, who is this? Okay, no one is going to consent to broken bones, broken teeth. A former federal prosecutor. Okay, so federal government's involved. Okay, this is the update as of today. Stuart Smith's brother Andrew wrote on Facebook that his brother was conscious and did have some recollection of the events from that day of the attack. Okay. Which appeared to be from Raja Jackson's Kick account. Kick channel showed Jackson on the street apparently after the accident. Yeah. This is just after everything, like after he left. Everything is live streamed, so you can find the video on YouTube or something like that before they take it down. You can find it on Twitter, so I'm pretty positive. But this is what he said after leaving and being escorted out of the pro wrestling arena. He said, I'm tired of playing with me like I'm soft, X, Y, and Z. You know, y'all know the gist of it, bro. But man, this situation is crazy, bro. Like, I would not expect no shit like this. I think Syko Stu is at home, but this shit is crazy. I'm more along the lines of the camp of Roger Jackson. Yeah, he had to serve some time for this, man. You had to serve some time for this, bro. You damn near beat dude to death, bro. Fuck the kit shit. Fuck the live streaming shit. Like, you could have killed this man, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's out of the woods yet, cause he could have complications. Like we've seen, like me working in a hospital, I've seen shit, so I know how drastic things like this can be. It can have crazy ramifications later down life, bro. It can be too much on the human body and something else crazy happen, like they pass away. Not wishing that on nobody, but I've seen it, bro. This situation is crazy. Like I said, I'm along the lines of Roger. I'm not even gonna put it up. I'm along the lines of Raja Jackson getting what's coming to him respectfully, bro. Cause come on, man, you went overboard with this shit. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. And Knots Pro, y'all gotta do better, man. That's my thoughts on the matter, man. We gotta just stay tuned for any updates of what goes on. Hope this guy Syko Stu a speedy recovery. Everything goes well. And that's all I gotta say, man. Crazy matter, man. Y'all take it easy, bro. Peace out, man.